What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new review of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode 11. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on, okay? What's the deal, y'all? Now, look. We're here for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, I know I done pushed this time back so many goddamn times already. I know I did. But, baby, like I said, it's something about this bed, okay? I had just got done eating, and I was watching the show, and then I kept falling asleep. I don't know what it is about me laying in this bed, but soon as I lay my body down, I be asleep. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. But every time I lay my body down on that bed, I be gone. It be a done. It be over with for me as soon as I lay down. But I ain't really mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like that means that this bed is great for me. I'm bound to get my rest. That's all that really matters about it. Okay. So what's going on here? So let me go ahead and promote this real fast since we're at the beginning of the video. So y'all know that I'm on this new web series called the Scene ATL. Things are finally starting to look up. And what I mean by starting to look up, that means the show is about to start airing. Now, I don't know if you guys seen the super trailer last night, but the super trailer definitely came out last night and it got the people talking, honey. So I need for you guys to tune the fuck in. Okay. I need for you guys to tune in. I need for you guys to watch. I need for you guys to be in the comments when the show be coming on. I need for all y'all to be in there for the premieres and shit. I just need everybody to be there and support this show because I was very surprised by the reaction that we got from the trailer because I thought it was pretty tame because it was a lot that happened that they didn't put in the trailer. And I know what they're doing. They're just putting just enough up in there to garner a little bit of interest. Like they don't want to just put every little thing that's in there. You feel what I'm saying? So I get what they're saying. But I was like, damn, I think this is a little tame. They might think this is boring. But then when everybody seen it, everybody was just like, yes, we here for it. And that's all we really got. Like we got like a whole lot of good responses to it. There's a lot of people that that enjoyed the trailer for what it was giving. So I highly suggest that you guys go to the Stylish TV network and just look at that trailer, give us your thoughts and opinions and all of that stuff. And I see that the Scotty gang is definitely in the house. They're definitely in the house. Okay, like 100% in the house. Okay, so yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Scotty gang because a lot of y'all was up in there. A lot of y'all was in there. A lot of y'all are in the comments. They're like they showed a part of me in the trailer where I cried, and I think that was Prosperity Thick Girl. She was in the comments and she was like, who did something to Scotty by Nature? Because Scotty gang don't play that. Who did something to Scotty by Nature TV? Who did something to him? Everybody all in the comments just wondering what the hell happened. Well, listen, I was talking about my stepdad in that trailer. That's what I was talking about. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on in there. But like I told y'all before, I definitely gave you guys all of my life in this show. It's not just about me and Bando. It's a whole lot that I discussed on this show. Like my life, everything that happened to me in real time is being discussed on this show. Because I would never come on anybody's platform and give a bunch of fake shit. Because that's just not the type of person I am. I would never get on nobody's platform and do that. Because what's the point of doing all that? Like it ain't no need for that. So shout out to the people. Shout out to everybody that's supporting. And shout out to Carl and JT for believing in me enough to have me on this show and have me lead and anchor this show. So shout out to y'all for giving me that chance, okay? But anyway, let's go ahead and get into Salt Lake City, y'all. So it's about ladies who do lunch, honey. And everybody's meeting up for lunch after Mary's what is it? Meeting up after lunch for Mary's sermon or whatnot. So everybody's meeting up. And Mary's, supplying them with some Dom Perignon and shit like that, everybody getting some wine with their food and shit like that. And everybody's happy, everybody's joyful. That is until Lisa and Meredith arrives. And so everybody get their sour face on when them two come in, because they don't nobody really want to see them. Don't nobody really want to rock with them. You know, everybody's pretty much over them at this moment in time. So Mary says that I had this moment. I thought it was very important, and I wanted all of y'all there because, you know, I love you guys. And, you know, Brittany wasn't invited, you know what I mean? And I let her know why she wasn't invited. And you know, she pretty much didn't invite Brittany because Brittany said that she was like an ungodly woman. There was nothing godly about her or something like that. And she would never go to her church or some shit like that. So that's why Mary didn't want her there. But then, you know, Brittany apologized to Mary and things like that. And so Mary says, so while we're here having this lunch, having these drinks and shit like that, you know, I really feel like everybody should apologize to somebody for being hurt. You feel what I'm saying? So that is when Heather called Lisa and Meredith out. Now, y'all do know that at the very beginning of this season, you know, I was going in on Heather. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I did not like Heather at the very beginning because I thought that, you know, she was up Lisa's ass. And I still feel like, you know, she was up Lisa's ass for the most part. But I like the fact that she has been stepping up like an anchor and calling things out for what they are. And I'm happy about the fact that she got up there and she pretty much called everything out for what it was. Like, she called out Angel. I mean, not Angel. I'm thinking about Real Housewives of Potomac. She called out Meredith and she called out Lisa because, you know, they were wrong for the way that they treated, you know, Brittany or whatever. And they're not owning up to what they did. So I really did appreciate her stepping up, you know, leading the charge for that. So Whitney says that Meredith was diabolical on that plane. And I do believe, like I told y'all before, I 100% believe that Meredith did exactly what they said Meredith did. I really believe that. Can't nobody tell me nothing else. I believe every solitary word that they said that Meredith did. You feel what I'm saying? Then they started saying that well, I was watching crazy rich Asians and stuff like that. And then they were trying to lie to each other about what the other one did. And, you know, you could tell that Lisa was trying to cover for Meredith and Meredith was trying to keep up with the lies. But it's just like, girl, just own up to the fact that you had a whole meltdown. You was pissed off at Brittany and you wanted to, you know, humiliate and embarrass her ass. Just say that. That's how it came across to me. So that's when Heather said that Meredith lost her privilege to speak. So now Meredith said, well, since I can't speak, then I'm not going to say nothing about nothing. And I'm just going to leave well enough alone. I ain't got nothing to say about anything. So now Meredith ain't saying nothing. So Lisa says that Meredith has a right to flip out if she really wants to. Once again, there was Lisa speaking for Meredith instead of allowing Meredith to speak her own piece and have her own, you know, conversation or talk about her own rhetoric. Like, she was sitting up here, you know, doing all the speaking for her, which she shouldn't have. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why are you speaking for her? And why are you doing every damn thing else and you know, for her, when at the end of the day, she's grown. She can speak for herself. Why are you not allowing her to? But that goes to show you that they're in an alliance and they're going to do whatever the fuck they can to keep that alliance going. That's what they're doing. They're in an alliance and they want to keep that shit going. So therefore, they're going to do whatever they can to have each other's back. And yeah, it's crazy to me. You want to have each other's backs and shit like that. But yeah, it's not crazy. It's not right. It's not right at all. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody does. Like, it's kind of ridiculous if you ask me. Where we at? So then Mary says, Meredith, you did everything that we said that you did on that flight. And I want you to know that I'm not attacking you. I want you to know that I'm really not attacking you. I'm not trying to come for you. I'm not trying to dog you. I'm not trying to do any of those things. Like, I'm not trying to attack you and I'm not trying to beat you down. But what I'm telling you is, everything that was said about you up here, down here, it was all true. It was all facts. It really did happen. And you just need to own it. And Meredith said that she don't feel like Mary is attacking her. So then Angie was like, I didn't like what Brittany, Meredith said that she didn't feel supported. But then Angie said, I did support you with the Brittany stuff. I didn't like what Brittany did to you. And that's when Heather said Meredith had given her an ultimatum saying that if she was going to be, if she was going to have Brittany's back in any kind of way, then she didn't need to worry about talking to her no more, or she wasn't going to deal with her no more. And she said, I didn't give you an ultimatum. She said, yes, you did. You kind of did, girl. Like what you mean? So then Lisa says that I want y'all to stop playing Clue and just go in and say what y'all got to say. So then Meredith says that Whitney was talking behind her back. And then Whitney said, well, I only talked to one person. And then that's when Bronwyn said that, I went away with it feeling like, you was drinking heavily and you had an issue with mixing substances. Whitney says that Meredith has a lot of anger issues, and she kind of do have a lot of anger issues, to be honest. Like that's the thing that, it comes across. Like it is what it is. What did Mim say? Do your subs know you just branched out to OnlyFans? Shut up, Mims. Bronwyn is now a U.S. citizen. She was born in Brazil, but raised somewhere the fuck else. And then Heather has a new house. We don't care. So Lisa and Meredith, they meet up, and Meredith expected the most support from Heather. But my thing is, y'all do know that Heather is a turncoat, right? Y'all do know that Heather only supports certain people in the moment. So did you really expect for her to have your back throughout this whole situation? Like, I'm trying to understand that, because as much as I get where Heather is coming from right now, as far as like calling both of you motherfuckers out for acting a fool on that plane and trying to act like you wasn't acting a fool on the plane when you knew that you was acting a fool on the plane, I'm not forgetting the fact that that lady is a goddamn turncoat, because she will turn her back on you in a second, in a millisecond, in a quick second. She will turn her back on you, and y'all know that already. So the fact is, y'all sit up here and y'all want to act as if y'all don't get it, nor do y'all understand the fact that she does that. She ain't gonna have your back like that. Wherever, if the wind blow on east, she gonna go east. If the wind blow west, she gonna go west. If the wind blows north, she going up there to Chicago. If the wind blow down south, she going to New Orleans. This is how I go. So I'm trying to understand, why did you feel like that lady was gonna hold you down like that? She ain't never held now one of y'all down. So I'm trying to understand why you think she ever will hold you down. Heather ain't got nobody back but her own, and I ain't really sure she really got her own goddamn back, but that's a whole nother story. So then Lisa, she said that Whitney is her biggest issue. Why? Because she was on your ass? Why? Because she called you out on your shit? Is that the reason why? Okay. So then Lisa said she met with Brittany, and then, she talked about how everything went in her conversation with Brittany. And then that is when Meredith says that she feels sorry for Brittany. You should feel sorry. Ain't no point of you feeling sorry. You should feel some remorse for how you made that girl feel. That's what you should do. But we know that that's going to be too much like right. You ain't going to feel no remorse for her. You ain't going to give a fuck about her or how she feels about shit. You ain't going to give a damn. I ain't going to force you to give a damn either, but just do what you do. Just say that you were wrong. That's it. I think Heather and Whitney, I forgot what that scene was. I just got their name written down. I ain't got not damn note on the side of it. Brittany. Now, she goes to therapy with Olivia, and it's now her goal is to pretty much get back on a good note with her daughter, because her and her daughter don't have a relationship. They don't have no type of bond, which is her fault. So Olivia basically stated that she feels neglected. She feels that Brittany neglected her for a man, and she never felt that she was worthy of anything or worthy of love because of the fact that her mother easily put her down. And when I heard Olivia say that, that really made me feel bad. That made me feel bad for Olivia, because it's like this. Like, you really gonna sit up there and let your daughter feel that way? Like, you really gonna sit there and put your daughter in this position where she feels like she's not worthy of love and affection. And we got to understand, some of this shit starts off with the parents. Like, if your parents don't make you feel loved, or if your parents don't put those affirmations into you and things like that, then how in the hell do you expect for them to feel like anything? You ditched her for the next dick you wanted to hop on. That's what you did. You ditched her for that. So, in so many words, it's kind of like, so what did you expect? And then, did you really expect to have a connection? Did you really expect to really know exactly how this relationship was going to work out or turn out? Like, I'm literally trying to understand that, because I don't understand. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what was on your mind or what you was thinking about, but it was no way that you could have thought anything besides what was really going on. And my thing about it is, like, girl, what? Like, what you saying? What you doing? What you talking about? What you saying? Because you sound crazy right now. You know, and you look crazy, and you've been looking crazy from the time we found out that your daughter ain't got no relationship with you. You feel what I'm saying? So, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, I ain't really here for the bullshit, y'all. I'm just being honest. Like, I don't really give two right fucks about none of this shit. It's just weird to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like it at all. Like, but I'm glad that they are I'm just glad that she's getting the help that she needs, I guess. Cause I just feel like it's over with for her and Olivia. That's what I think. Bronwyn and her mama, and I think that's her daughter, they went plant making. You know, Bron was just trying to have this type of activity, you know, with her mama and stuff like that after everything that she heard and things like that. Then Meredith apologized. In so many words, Meredith apologized to Brittany, and Brittany apologized to Meredith. So I'm thinking that after this, we can see if they moving forward, because we already on episode 11. So that pretty much means that we're close to the season being over with. But what I do know is that they apologize to the others. So hopefully now we get to move forward with whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So that's pretty much my review on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, y'all. It seems like my reviews on Salt Lake City get shorter and shorter as time goes by. This is the reason why I said I might just do this shit pre-recorded instead of live, but all y'all keep saying y'all prefer me to be live when I do this. So yeah, but you know, I don't really like doing no 20-minute lives. I like my lives to last at least between 30 minutes to an hour. But these reviews are getting shorter and shorter, like for Salt Lake City and Love and Hip Hop Miami. Both of them getting shorter. But y'all, that's pretty much it. That's all I really got for you guys. I will see you guys later, because I'm coming back for a Yes for the Mess later. So there's some things that we're going to discuss later on tonight. And I am out of here until the next video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Things I want.